Hi there, and welcome to the public domain report. And why the public domain? Well, I got interested in the public domain a few years ago, and how I got interested was quite simple. I used to purchase a lot of art from these stores in frames, and also used to take my own photographs and put them in frames. And that interested me, but I was spending too much money. So I decided to look into ways of if I could print these prints and frame them myself. And then someone told me about the public domain, and I started getting interested in the public domain. So, this is a simple video explaining the public domain. Now, copyright laws were introduced in different countries at different times, but today, most of the world, we have a few exceptions, but most of the world all agree that anything published before January the 1st, 1923, that is before 1923, that's the magic year, is in the public domain. And you can use it. You can sell it. You can redo what you want with it. We have separate laws after 1923 to 1978 and other different rules and regulations, but before 1923, we have 85 million, 85 million downloads in the public domain that you can use. More than enough. And what are people doing? For instance, how to train a dog in 1900 or before 1923 hasn't changed to now. So if you don't know how to train a dog, you can download a book from the public domain. You can read it, redo the book, and sell it today. New ways of training your dog, or how I train a dog. Another one that's being sold quite often is a lot of people are into organic farming. Well, 100 years ago, it wasn't called organic farming at all. It was called farming because we didn't have the pesticides, we didn't have nothing. Everything was grown the way that we say today is organic. So people are taking the book from 1923 before and redoing their ebook and selling it. So what are other people doing in the public domain? Well, let's find out just a few of the things that we can do. In actual fact, I could show you first what I'm doing. One of the things we're looking at a dog day. Now, this is all the pictures. I will show you these on the internet being sold for $10 each. But this is the book that I downloaded from the public domain. Cecil Aldin. And what we have, you just go through the book, and there's a picture there. Take the picture from the book. There's another one there. And there's another one there. And when we look at the pictures, here they are. Okay? So that is Cecil Aldin, A Dog Day. We have the second the same thing, Alice in Wonderland. There's the book, and all these are taken out of the book. Right? So when you look at the Arthur Rackham collection, everything here is taken out of the book, and here's all the prints, and they're free. Every one of them is free, taken out of every book. So then you get to see for yourself. Here's Kate Greenaway actually, and here's all her images taken from a book. And these are being sold on the internet quite easy. And there's a lot in it, a lot in it. Right, these are from London. These are from the book. They're the images. These are all images of London. Actually, 1856 and 1929, but this is 1904, so we're safe. It's a print from years ago that people are interested in, and it's quite, and there's the books there, look. So when you're looking at everything into it, a lot of other things what people are doing, they're taking the prints from the book and they're selling them. That's another way of making the money. So public domain works is quite interesting. I'm looking for, and these are, let's see, old masters. These are old paintings that are taken from the internet, public domain, and they're actually printed out and being sold. I do quite a lot of these. I have a website I will show you. And here's every one of these is taken from the public domain. And we've seen all these prints all over the place. And a lot of people are interested in these old prints. And everything is in the public domain for you to use. And it's quite easy to actually find and download. This is an old baseball team, Chicago 1907. So people are interested in this, and you get this printed out, and people will purchase this. Everything in the public domain, and it's endless. A lot of doctors love these. Anatomy, they have this on their wall, whatever, in their office, and people are very interested in purchasing this information because they don't know where to get it from. West, the Wild West is another one. This is the Curtis collection of Indians. I actually sell thousands of these on the internet. People are interested in Indians, and I will show you a few in a minute that I've sold. Here's Old Masters Volume 2. These are old prints, and a lot of them we've seen. This one we've seen before. This is a nice one. These are Old Masters prints, all in the public domain. A lot of people like old views from where they live, in Wales, Scotland, England, or wherever. And we have a collection here of St Paul's Cathedral. Like, you know, this is an old one, all taken from the public domain, and people love this. And there's a lot more. And here's some books here. Here's the books, look, where you got them from. All from the public domain. And when you scan through these, I'm not going to scan through these a lot, but you will find there's a picture there, and there's a few more further down, but you got the idea. They're actually there, right? So while that is closing down, there's some more old masters there. Birds. This is very good. In actual fact, what I do with this, there's all the books. with the bird prints in. There's a bird print there that is sold, and what I do, I've ordered the book offline and I've got the actual book, and I'll take the page, it's called a plate, and I'll sell this as a print and also the book as a plate, and that sells quite well. That's another way you can do it. But what I'm trying to do is show you how much work is being sold from the public domain. And this is fishes, all taken from the public domain. A lot of people love this sort of thing. So it's very easy to do, very easy to find, and I will show you my website. Restored vintage images. Now everything here is sold. There's the Indian print there, there's an Indian print there. There's my 100 photographs, but they're mine of Paris. They're not old, they're new. This is an old cover from a book, 1906. Very good. There's old art there. There's Patrick Street in Ireland. That's Niagara Falls, actually, my photograph. And this is an old Masters, 1921. This is interesting. Custer sells well. Actual fact, he sells very well. And there's one of these things from the book. And we have, I will show you in a minute, we have George Custer book, and I'll show you where I got the print from. This is 1,000 public images from the public domain. Nudes from old images from over 100 years ago sell quite well. Wall art sells very well. This was sold, it's the Lusitania in a frame. This is of a mosque over 100 years ago, 1870 painting. So you see, it's endless. Everything in the public domain. This is John Gould again with the birds. Washington crossing the Delaware. And it's endless. So that is that. So let us see if I can find George Custer. There's the book. Right? There's the book and there's the picture taken from the book. Simple as that. Right, so how do we find all this? And it's quite easy. It's not very hard. So we go to Wayback Machine. This is what we're looking at. This is one site from the public domain. Now, if I was to put in there Cecil Aldin, here's his book here from Merry Party. Right, so we can read it online. And let's see what we got, shall we? There's the pictures, you see? I just download the book and take out the pictures. Right, that is one thing. Now, we're not only talking about books, we're talking about audio. Right, so we can go to, let's say, Vera Lynn. Let's see what comes up with Vera Lynn. Here you are, Vera Lynn. Now, when you look at this, it will tell you if it's in the public domain, license public domain. You can take this and It's the violin music from the 1930s, and it's in the public domain, and you can sell it. You can make up your records from it. You can sell it. And then we have video. Right, so let's look at, say, John Wayne. Let's see what comes up. Right, this is a film from John Wayne in the public domain, because films have got different licenses. But I know I'm only interested in pre-1923, but all these old films that you see in Zellers or other stores, and they're $5, they're all taken from the public domain and they're free. This film is public domain. You can use it. And this is the complete film from 1943. 1 hour 37 minutes. You can download it, you can put it on a DVD, and you can sell it. Right, look at the feature films. Oh, there's so many of them, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Right, collections of films. Okay, so then we got loc.gov. Now, this is a good site, prints and photographs. I did say I'll show you where the Indian ones was. So we got the Curtis collection, view all, and you have 1067 Indian prints that you can do whatever you want. You can print them up or you can sew them in frames. And there's a lady there, you can look at it. There it is, Indian prints. So I hope that's helped, and much obliged for looking. My next video is going to be on 1923 to 1978. But now you understand this a little bit more, and I have your interest. Stay with me and I'll show you how you can earn more money from selling prints from the public domain or selling information from the public domain. Well, this is the end of this video, and I do thank you very much. It's Robert Bridgen here, signing off. God bless.